Been tearing shit off of it. I guess I should have been recording. We ended up busting the valve cover here. I was trying to tighten that up a little bit. I just wanted to see if it was stripped in there. And I guess this thing I got from Harbor Freight is half decent. But over here's what we got with the engine, which wasn't too bad. We ended up getting injector clips, some extra hose clips, some stock injectors. Anybody wants them, let me know. Cable to hold your cables on there. Then here's fuel rail bolts, and then air idle control, which these are about 250 bucks new, so that was pretty good. Some more clamps to go to that. The fuel rail bolts there. AC. We got the AC tensioner. Clean that up, paint that up, get a new. Actually, that sounds good, but I'll probably get a new one anyway. They have a backup of them. So I've been doing all that, but now we're just going to tear off this manifold. Like I said, I haven't shown much, but it comes with the cam sensor. The knock sensor's back here, which we don't use. And then it comes with the crank. The crank and the oil pressure came with it. So, I mean, this is all pluses. And then you got another throttle positioning sensor, another throttle body, another intake. And usually when you get these, they don't come with nothing. Coil pack. And then it also came with like brand new looking plugs. This is kind of like brand new looking. Probably can't really tell, but they look pretty much brand new. So I mean, that's a bonus too. But now we're just going to start taking this apart. These are just 12. I just want to collect everything I can. Might have a extension to get in there. This thing seems to work pretty good from Harbor Freight, but who knows? The last one I had was like a big one. It was, I think it was like a 14 volt or something. Maybe it was 18 volt, but it wasn't very big. I'll set these over here. A bunch of manifold bolts are always nice to have. Might actually use that for the setup right there. I don't have that on mine. Keep everything away from the alternator relocation kit. Since I got the alternator relocation kit and everything off the car, I might just do a video on some of the parts that's off the car right now and tell you guys where to get them at. Now I need me a 12 ratchet wrench, which was around here, but I don't see it now. Oh shit. Dumb movement. Going tight. Happens. I think I'll just let the intake on this thing, or the throttle body I should say. The thermostat housing, there's a lot of extra parts, like these little plastic pieces like right here. Like that shit's hard to find, you know what I mean? Unless you go to, can't get a lot of this shit at the dealer. These gloves work pretty good, but like any glove, they kind of get in your way. Especially when you're in these tight places trying to work. don't want to lose these because they're good for. Oh, this hose right here. We haven't had this hose in a while. It's another good piece. Right there, that hose hard to find too, guys, because it's got all the different bends in it. We might have to get that off a different day though, when it's a little bit warmer. Certainly, there we go. I think the high today is 30, which is not very good. I forgot about having these water jacket lines. Got these to take off as well. I never let these water jacket lines on. I always just take them and loop them. I think most people always have. They're made for, like, I guess colder weather, better cold starts, they claim. Now that comes off just like that. And you can tell it's got a lot of crap up in it, but they all do. They don't look bad this way though. It's a lot of the crap there, but that's from the oil catch. No, I mean not the oil catch can. Right here, guys, the PVC valve is the culprit to like all that, like this shit. The breather runs through here as well, through the PVC, and that's where the culprit of all this shit is. Take it out in the sunlight. So you guys can see. That's the culprit of that, is the PVC valve. Sucks the oil back through, and some people say you should do it to, I don't know, something about like oiling the fucking valves. I don't know. Old school crap people would used to say. Who knows? Put a catch can on your shit. Gasket actually looks to be in good shape. It's an OEM gasket. It's not paper. This is actually a really good gasket. This is made out of the same type of material as your. I'll have to show you guys. I actually got. It was all good until then. But yeah, that's like the same type of material as your thermal gaskets, but they're a lot better than that. Damn it. Not everything makes it. And see, that's where this oil comes from too, guys. See? That's from that, unless it's coming out of that, but I doubt it. Could be that seal. Hope not. Did bring a rag. But normally, like I said, they usually have all this oil and it'll come down and sit in this little area here from the PVC valve. But I don't think there's a oil leak in this. It just sits there. But valves look to be pretty good. This head looks to be like it wasn't on the engine that long. I think it's from the fuel patterns. So you can see where the fuel was actually cleaning it. You guys probably can't really see in there. You guys can see up there now. Fuel patterns where it was actually cleaning it, and then PVC just blowing the shit everywhere. But what else we got to take off? Oh, we might as well take this all this shit off over here. Off the water pump. Alright, we'll take this water pump brackets off. This thing seems to work pretty good. Like I said, I did break. These are nice to keep around. I got a bag for those. I did break that valve cover, being a dumbass with it. And I actually did have the pan off of it the other day, so I could check to see if it's worth even pulling anything apart off of it, because I want to put the new pan on it. And I think this stuff's all straight. I think they just bent. I think they bent the fucking water pump getting it off, but I think this stuff's straight. But I got my own. I'll use it off my other car. Put these bitches in a bag. I don't really need to label them. I just know what they are. Got a lot of parts off of it. Sucks about the valve cover. Could see what this looks like. These are all really nice. Look at that. I haven't seen one like that in a long time where all the rubbers are good.
Right.
This car didn't have many miles on it. I think it was like 110. Or no, 106 or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was something like that.
Like 106,000 or 109. It's 109,000. Looks to be maintenance somewhat.
Right.
More than what I'm used to. Oh yeah. It's got all the OEM shit on it. The seal's still good. Look at that. I haven't had a seal around this cover any good in years. And the only reason it's not there is if you look over here, guys, it has a tab. That's for that. That's why that's not there. If you ever wanted to know. Everything looks to be decent right there. Actually, look at the mark right here. The timing mark's really good on it. Still, mine hadn't had a white mark in it. And look at the pink mark still there. To actually see the timing. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Alright guys, I want to see if this thing can actually take this off. I doubt it. These things are on here usually tough. Nope. I didn't think it would. Just never knew. I don't know if that thing's ever been off because this is definitely OEM with the green. The old style's red, the new style's green. But I don't like beating on my hands, even though these new gloves, these are nice. I don't have to beat on my knuckles anymore, and then they got padding for when you beat on shit, but I still like to just use a little rubber mallet. Let's see if it'll come out now. That's a nice bolts to have too, guys.
Oh, yeah.
And this plate, that's a nice one. Mine's been rusted, really rusted for years, so I think we'll use that on this engine as well. I think these are 14s. I didn't think they would crack, but still wanted to see if they would.
The padding sounds like it works.
Yeah, padding definitely works. I have an impact sitting right there. I guess I could have used it, but I'd rather not. I'm not a big impact person, really. I like using them to take shit apart. Normally, that's about it. Like, I don't mind using them for when you get these big 14s started. But the littler stuff, like, I've broke a lot of shit over the years. That's why you normally won't see me use too many of them. And you'll normally only see me use a little 1/4 inches, so I don't break shit. I think mine's in better shape. I think I painted it, so I'll use that, but it's always nice to have them. It'd be nice if I could get this off. I think I'm going to use this one maybe. It has the lines in it. As you can see right here. It's hard to see, but you can see there's a little cut right there where the little rust spot is. That's how you match your markings up. I'm not sure if there's any more than just that one. I think it's just that one if I remember. You put a little bit of paint there. I gotta do that for the dyno. Because I might use this one. I think this one might be in better shape, even though it's kind of rusted looking. As you go like this with it, it starts to look more like dust. You can actually see the black come back right here. So we gotta pull these all off too, but there's gonna be antifreeze come out, and I don't want to mess with this oil pan now. But I was curious about this to make sure. I mean, I'm not gonna use it. I actually got new stuff. I might use this head. I'm debating if I want to go with the beta 2 head or stay with the beta 1 head. Beta 2 head, they say flows away better, so I have to do some comparison and looking of what the heads look like today. I think they said the intake ports. I mean, the intake ports on this is pretty good size, but apparently they're bigger yet on the beta 2. So we'll have to find out. I'm going to jack this up and we'll get everything ready to take this pan off and show you guys what we're going to do here. Alright guys, now we're going to take out the 19 bolts. Oh, I do need the longer one. We're going to take, there's 19 bolts to the oil pan on a beta 1. Not sure about beta 2. I own a beta 2, but I don't go around counting the bolts doing it.
Oil pan bolts, huh?
But I took this off already, so this will come off a lot easier than normal. I want to make sure I get all these over here and we don't lose them. Normally all you gotta do, guys, is just pry these. The reason why I took this off without videoing it is because we didn't have nobody here to help video it, and it was later in the day and I just got an itch to tear it apart. This is where these come in handy, guys. Gotta watch we don't lose those, and I'm gonna have to clean them before I shove them up into this fucking oil pan. Now I can't remember if these need torque to a certain spec or what, so I'm gonna take a break in between and check my damn book. And plus warm up since it's 30 degrees and we don't have no heat in here. This is my other shop, by the way. We don't usually work up here, but we are going to start pulling engines apart up here. And pulling the transmissions and stuff like that, because we got concrete floor here on this side. I got to finish the other side, hopefully in a year or two. If I didn't mess with these cars, it wouldn't take that long. But I'd rather not take older I get, I'd rather not take a break on them. I like to have some nicer stuff to work in, but then it takes all your money for what you're trying to achieve with the car. I don't know if that's 19 or not. I think I'm close.
I think there might be one left.
One more there is. Okay, we're going to give this oil pan to the wife's car, which we did bend it up a little bit here in the front, guys, where as you can see we had to pry on it a little bit there. It did bend it down ever so slightly. You can't tell in the video, but we're going to use that on hers. This is an original one. Feels a lot heavier. We'll see what I got over here. Bring this over this way. And then get the OEM one there. And then we got the new one. As you guys know, I already had a bung in one before, but I have a buddy of mine put that in there for me. He welded that up and put that in there. We went with ARP 10AM bung this time. Went right in there nice and flush. You couldn't weld in the inside of these. He didn't want to weld in the inside because he didn't want to get a bunch of splatter in there in the oil pan. So what I have to do now is come over here. I'm going to try to take this camera from her quick. Get these. Alright. I don't know if you guys can see, because we don't really have no light in here. Doesn't look too bad. I think I got a picture I'll post in here then, but yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Rods look okay. It's a little bit of crap right here that I might get some brake clean and throw that on there. I don't really want to do too much around it. I'd rather just keep changing the oil and that'll get better looking. Yeah, all I gotta do is clean this now. That's the thing. So that's nothing you guys want to watch. I'm just gonna clean this and then we'll put the new pan on, which I already showed you. Alright guys, we're gonna go ahead and take this off here and over here because this is in our way trying to clean this up. Should already had that flex plate off. This was actually off an auto car. I'll take this off. I don't know if my air compressor is going to have enough in it for that nice bolt. I don't think it's ever been out. I don't think the timing's ever been done. I think that might be original timing belt. I might have to get the puller for this. Sometimes you got to, but you don't always have to. Sometimes you just hammer a little bit and it'll start to come out, I think. God. Yeah, I don't think this has ever been off the crank. Watch him bolt.
No, yeah.
There we go. So you guys can see there's a little bit of rust on the snout of the crank. How good that timing gear is. All the paint's still there. You can see the mark right there, that little notch. Alrighty. What's nice about these is they have a keyway on. You still want? Right here, they've got a keyway. One like some, like K20s and shit, they have to like put these on here. That actually breaks on like a K, you know, it'll spin the fucking thing around. This has actually got something to stop it. Like Hondas, a lot of Hondas have it, but the K-Series don't. Might be learning some stuff about K-Series shit soon, guys. Alright, now I gotta do the other side, 17mm. Alright, we'll see if we can get these. Oh, we got that one. We don't have a lot of air. There's those. I really don't want to mess those up because we can always use those for the waste car. Oh, this actually has a spacer on it. I don't remember any other flex plates having this. They might have. I just probably had to put it back on the damn car. What the hell? Don't have a little bit of rust. I'll get it here. Alright guys, it's hard to tell. Here's a little sunlight. It's definitely not leaking from the rear main seal, so I don't think we're going to replace that. It's never leaked there. You can definitely tell that. So we played pretty good. But now you can see right here at this edge. Now I can get in here and get this nice and cleared up so we can put the silicone on. Or you can actually use a gasket. I'll show you guys. But alright, I'm going to get to cleaning this back up. Alright guys, I'm going to take this off because if you guys remember on mine, we had to modify this section all through here. About this much is gone in it of the transmission and everything so we can fit the damn turbo. I also got something to show you guys with that too. Alright guys, you can get a gasket from Felpro and that'll go in there. Luna wants to explain. These tabs right here, as you guys can see, there's two little tabs right there. There's over there. And you can put that on and then put your gasket silicone on that and everything. But we're not going to go that route. Every time we do it, it ends up leaking. So we're not going to go that route this time again. Or this time. Not again. This will be the first time without it. We're just going to use Permadex Ultra Dry. And what we're going to do is put a bead on it. Just like this right here, the whole way around it. And all you want to do is just put a big fat bead on there and then smear it around, and that's all you got to do. Then we'll put it up on. Alright guys, here's our pan. Damn it, there's a little bit of stuff in there, dust, but you can't really help that. We cleaned this pickup tube just a little bit off. It had a little bit of crap on it. But we got this all around. Now we're going to put it up on here, just like that. But since I have the wife here today, and I know some of you might want to see me put that pan up on there, but it's not very hard. It's just you want to get up there nice and even. You know what I mean, guys? Get everything out of your way. But I want the wife to help me hold it so it's not, you know, smearing back and forth. And I suggest you guys to have a friend there as well, or your wife, girlfriend, or whatever the hell you have. If your dog's smart enough to hold it, have him hold it. But we're going to put it up on here using our 19mm bolts. We're going to put a couple in there, and once we get it up in there, I'll tell you guys I forgot to look for a torque spec, so I better go do that right after this. Got the gasket on there, guys, so that's about all we're going to do for today. I actually might pull this cover here off, but it's cold as shit. I got to get my dogs done yet, and you can see the whole way around is sealed. Definitely should be sealed. I mean, I probably used a little bit more than I needed to. I'm not used to having all these screws in, guys. Not used to that. Okay. Everything's still in there. Everything's still in the cover, which is, like I said, I've never had that happen. Everything looks good. Don't look like there's no head gasket issues or anything. Looks like some moisture got in here, but I mean that's normal on something that's as old as this fucking thing is. A little silicone there. I don't think it had anything to do with anything being replaced. This all looks OEM to me. The belt, I can't see where it says the gates on it no more either, so it doesn't have the little Hyundai symbols on it either. But yeah, all we gotta do now is put this damn thing in time, which it's actually close to time, where I last stopped it at. No, it's not. It's 180 out. We got to go around because this has to be matched up with that to that. Yeah, it's another video. But I'll show you guys that in the next video. We'll pull this all off, pull the head off, pull the water pump off, and we'll take the head to go get resurfaced down at Victory in Winchester, Virginia. So, till the next time.